Well, hello and welcome to another episode of Tea Time SEO. So good to see all of you and those boiling kettles. I can hear them from here. Amazing stuff. Anyway, today we're going to be talking about refreshing content. Oftentimes, your content can have diminishing traffic, or sometimes it can end up with no traffic at all. And unfortunately, most content fails, right? And all content eventually diminishes in value. And you might be sitting there thinking, geez, that's really morbid. Thanks for telling me that. But here are some of the reasons why you might want to consider updating that older content and some of the massive benefits you can get for relatively minimal efforts. Now, the first thing is your content can be out of date, right? And that's pretty common, right? You might be going through and you realize very quickly, this content's no longer relevant for my audience. So content like that, if you see diminishing traffic or you're about to see new things coming up, just go through and update it. Look through your blog now and see if there's anything that's out of date information. I was guilty about this the other day on Studio Hawk. We had some old content that talked about a technique that's no longer really relevant. So we just went through, refreshed it, and that kind of stuff makes sure that all the content that you're housing is relevant. The other thing is sometimes it's useful, but the keyword you went for just isn't getting any searches. Maybe you've produced a, piece and you've just realized, when you've been doing it, that it's just not getting searches. Maybe it's time to decommission that piece, repurpose it, or update it to a keyword that is getting some searches. That's point number 2. Then you got number 3. Maybe you can try adding images or some video to your content, right? Maybe you can enhance it in a different way. And we talk about the skyscraper technique, where you build upon different things in your articles. But if you're looking at competitors and they've got amazing images and videos in their articles and you're seeing your traffic go down, guess what? It's time to copy that and add even better images and videos to smash them out of the park. Number 4 is to make sure you're adding or removing links to help with that structure. We talk about that in another tea time. We talk about structuring your site, making sure you're adding relevant internal links to broaden that silo architecture of your website and to have some clearly defined structure, or removing links that aren't relevant or are convoluting that structure. So that's important. And the 5th thing you might consider is updating some of that old content, because it will give you some of the quickest wins you can see. Now, one of the studies I saw, there was a brand that traditionally posted about 40 to 50 articles a month. And for a month, they didn't post a single thing. You know what they did in that time? They just went through, repurposed and updated all their SEO content. And what they actually saw was not a massive significant difference, but they saw the same uptick that they would normally see with all the content, but they were able to squeeze a little bit more out of their existing traffic just by updating old content. So have a look through your content. I can't stress that enough. Go through your content now while your tea's brewing, your kettle's going, and just see if there's anything that you'd like to update. And hopefully I'll see you in the next tea time. See you later. Today, from the top. Perhaps it's, from the top, everyone's favorite tea time SEO. No, from the top. That sounds wanky as anything.